Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Michigan Hired Podcast. And I am your host, CJ Eason, the Job Doctor. And we are super excited today because we have United Wholesale Mortgage with us. We have wanted your company for so long to be a part of the Michigan Hired Podcast. And finally, I want to introduce everyone to the Chief People Officer, Laura Lawson with United Wholesale Mortgage. Welcome to the Michigan Hired Podcast.
Thank you, CJ. It's such a pleasure to talk to you today.
Yes, I am excited because we know about the wonderful things that your company is doing in Oakland County. And this is exciting right now. So I'm so excited to have you here. Tell me a little bit about United Wholesale Mortgage and our viewers who are not familiar with your company.
Yes, we are the #1 mortgage lender overall in America. So we are a public company. We are a company of over 6,000 strong team members, all reporting here in Pontiac, Michigan.
Oh, this is exciting. And viewers, Pontiac, Michigan is located right centrally in the heart of Oakland County. And just to let you know that if you live in the downtown Detroit area, you live in the Downriver area, it's right by the expressway. So you don't have to worry about a long commute to work. I would say anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes, and you will be at your new occupation. And I understand that you have some great job opportunities that are available right now. What positions do you have available?
We do. We have such a spectrum of role and opportunities from entry level, more so our operations roles. We have underwriting career path, even IT technical roles, and that's from entry level all the way to your senior experience roles. We really have everything, I like to think, under the sun, under one roof here, because we just operate. It's almost as a amazing small city college campus that creates this #1 lender in who we are. And it is amazing for the fact that I've spent my last 12 years here growing and thriving as well. So I'm one of the products of the true story of success at the company.
That's awesome. And just to hear that your company has longevity, so often you hear about companies that have a revolving door process. So, job seekers, if you are watching the podcast right this moment and you're saying to yourself, I've been with a company and, it looks like I'm on my way out the door because they don't have longevity, that's not what's happening at United Wholesale Mortgage. Laura is a example of how exciting it is to be with a company that has longevity, and they're moving their employees along through to other positions that are available, and they're advancing in their career. So if you're looking to be with a company that's going to allow you to thrive and advance, I want you to apply for positions right now with United Wholesale Mortgage. But I also, a lot of times when people listen to our podcast, they hear just the name of the company and they don't realize that there's multiple positions that are available within that company. And so just to slow it down a bit for the person that's getting a pen and paper, you have IT positions that are available, everything from entry level to upper management for IT. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. So that's technical alone. We have over 1,000 team members in IT. And I'm saying when I consider entry level for IT, we are teaching and training people to become developers, to become business analysts. So if you just have the criteria to do the job, we have education here and paid training to teach you how to do it. So I always think of the success stories here, the team member who dreamt of being in IT, but maybe they started in an entry level role. Well, they got to their goal, and then today they could be a team leader in IT. But maybe they didn't have the opportunity to pursue IT and to go to college for it. We kind of take the rules out and invest in people in such a special way, and we see them grow and thrive.
I just want to make sure that I just heard you say my favorite phrase. You have paid training. Is that correct?
We do have paid training. I kind of call us sometimes a mortgage trade school for the fact that you can't go to college to be in mortgages, right? But what you can do, whether it's right out of high school, if it's out of college or transitioning your career, you come here and we teach you everything you have to learn. But what we can't teach you is that positivity, the signature things we look for, work ethic and positivity. But we pay you to learn the rest. And then that learning journey, educational, it never stops. So from hire to retire, you are always receiving training here and growing and thriving, which is my keyword, grow and thrive, because I'm very proud of that here.
Yes.
If you come in, you're curious enough to go on that path, it truly is limitless.
I want to slow this down just a bit because there's so many different individuals that I feel would be great at this at your company. One, we are surrounded by Oakland Community College. We have Wayne State University. We have Wayne County Community College. We have Oakland University. We have a variety of different colleges that are surrounding. And so you're saying I'm going to take that entry level person and I'm going to train them. And so I want my viewers that are listening right this moment, I want you to apply for the positions that are at United Wholesale Mortgage because there's an opportunity for you if you are entry level to learn. And you said learn and thrive. I
Yes.
love to hear that. So, what if you're a person that has been in IT, but you've kind of timed out on your experience because that time, times have changed? You're going to still be interested in that person that had a background in IT, and you're going to help them to become current right now. Is that correct?
Yes, I felt like to think that talent doesn't expire if people want it. And even if you think of those individuals, if maybe somebody stepped away for parenting, for a different education, for a different path, whatever the purpose is, if you have the curiosity and quest to learn and grow and a foundation of that, we are going to spark it and you can do it here. And then you can take that talent to so many different paths. So say you start as a developer, but you have a different interest. We also have career coaches that help guide you to where you want to be. Because I feel like when you invest in great people, what we don't want to do is we don't want to lose them for something that is so easy to solve for here.
United Wholesale Mortgage has career coaches.
We do have career coaches. And there's just often, I think that maybe I will just coin it other companies' story that say if somebody's in sales and they're not working out in that role, or maybe they're not proficient in phones as our example, well, they have transferable skills. And so I'm not going to end their journey at that point. We're going to have somebody talk to them and say, again, you're positive, you're an amazing team member. What else for you? And we're going to help guide and get them on that path, because otherwise we'd be missing out on such amazing talent stories, because it's a rolling thunder approach. If I'm in sales and I'm talking to clients, I can leverage those client service skills anywhere else in the company. And so it really builds upon the knowledge here. And we last year alone transferred internally over 500 people. So it truly is a career journey, that hire to retire story, that you can start anywhere and become what you want to be. And we're going to invest in you to get there.
This is truly exciting. And I have lots of viewers right now that are typing in. What are some of those positions again? So you said you have
Yes.
IT,
Yeah.
you
So
have,
if I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. If you go to really uwmcareers.com, we'll lay it all out. But also some of these titles that might not sound familiar, like mortgage underwriter, or if it's the different IT specialties, or if it's sales roles or the operations roles. It is entry level all the way to more experience. But what's special is when you apply, we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk to everybody to find out what role it is and what path it is, and also just break down what these roles are. Because as I understand, like when I started, I didn't know what a mortgage underwriter was, but it's very easy to break down and understand the impact on the industry.
That is absolutely correct. Viewers, I also want to let you know about something that's exciting to me is that United Wholesale Mortgage also will talk to every single person that applies for a position with your company. So, if you're putting your resume into the oven of applications at most companies and you're not getting a response and you're waiting for your resume to bake a job for you and you never get a call from that company that you would like to work for, I can let you know right now that because United Wholesale Mortgage is very, very interested in filling those positions that they have, they're reaching out to you. They're going to give you a call and they're going to ask you about your career and what direction you want to go in. So, why not, knowing that I know now that they have a career coach, why not put your resume into the United Wholesale Mortgage mix and talk to a representative of their company who might be able to give you some guidance into the right direction that you should go in for your career path. If this is not worth it just to learn, okay, it's worth it because you have a company that's invested in job seekers. So the website is at the bottom. It is uwmcareers.com that you can go to and you can apply for positions that are available. But I want to talk to you a little bit about those positions. What are you looking for people to have? Are there any special skills that they need to have for those positions?
Yes, depending on the role, but the majority, and we're not talking even college degrees for the majority of our open roles, but the ones we do when you look at uwmcareers.com, it'll lay that out for you. But above and beyond, one of the things that stands out is again, positivity and work ethic. Those are non-negotiable things here. You have to work hard and you have to love what you do. We want everybody to love what they do and understand the impact that they make. But I think also service skills. So if there's listeners from hospitality industries, restaurant industries, anywhere where you're person to person communicating and you love service, that is such a passion of ours as well. So that is something that stands out for every role that we have, because we are an interaction company. We're a company that supports, boosts each other, and it's internal as well as external. So I think that positivity mixed with the amazing service skills, that's something that you're going to see in our job descriptions. But back to, I love it, you said we call everybody. So we will talk you through those things to see, when's the last time you did a good deed? Do you love service? What does great service mean to you? What companies do you admire? So it really, for us, it's a conversational company, because we want to make sure if you're excited about us, we want to be equally as excited for you.
This is exciting. And actually, because of our conversation, I have a bonus, everyone, that I'm going to provide to you at the end of this podcast. So I want you to stay online and I want you to keep your questions going as well, because we have lots of job seekers that are asking questions. And one of the questions that I have here that my assistant just said is that what about the high school diploma? If you're a new college graduate, do you have opportunities for them?
Oh my gosh, beyond. Yes. We recently have just started talking even about the high school graduate, because I understand, and I have a bunch of nieces that a lot of times they cannot move on or don't want to move on to go to college. And that is not a sad story. That's a success story as well, because we do paid training. So when you start here versus college, like, we're paying you to learn and to grow. But then, of course, the college degreed, we have that career path as well. But I like to think, focusing back on people, that if they're just fresh out of high school, or if it's something that they didn't have the opportunity to go on, that is not a negative. You come here and you learn and you become certified in all these different arenas. So our training programs are very special, having paid training, and that's from new hire training to initial training to learn your skill, and you never stop training. But we're paying you to learn.
Oh, wow. This is exciting. So, parents, if you're watching right now, we have lots of parents that watch our podcast, by the way, Laura. And the parents are always looking for opportunities for their little bundles of joy that are graduating or just graduated from high school. So, I want you, parents, I want you to have your students to go to the website for United Wholesale Mortgage. But also, I have a lot of retirees that they stopped working during the pandemic, Laura, and they're looking for occupations right this moment. But then I also have some veterans that are in our chat right now, and they wanted to know, do you have opportunities for them?
Yes, yes, yes. So from retired, if you've decided that you want to get back into the workforce, we see those success stories. Veterans, of course, we are so deep into partnering with our veterans, and we have a Veterans United group here, which is one of our team member resource groups. So not only career path, but you also become joined with so many other veterans and their success stories. So constant layers of support systems here, but we are an everybody company. So out of our 6,000 proud team members and beyond, we have this Be You Here mantra. So we are this melting pot of amazing people from amazing backgrounds. It is never too late to join in your career path, and sometimes never too early to think, right out of high school. Yeah. So we are covering the whole spectrum of people and abilities, high school, retirees, veterans. Everybody belongs here, as long as it's something back to a positive work ethic. If you want it, we've got it.
Absolutely. And I also want to mention too is that you said you've been with the company for 12 years.
I
So if
have.
you are a person that has just graduated from high school, imagine you can continue to grow with United Wholesale Mortgage. This is a great opportunity. If you are a person that has just graduated from college, or maybe you're currently at the campus right now, there may be positions that are available for you and you're currently a college student right this moment. So this is a great opportunity for you. Now, I have a question, because I heard that you have an operations position that you need to fill, and that you're filling in several candidates for those positions. Can you tell me about that operations position?
Yes, our operations roles, I think, are the best intro into the company. Again, if it's something that you're curious, but you're not quite sure, where do I belong? And as we call the life of the loan. So what team should I even pursue? So when you're looking at the UWMcareers.com, take a look at operations, because among all those titles, that is going to start you with the entry 101 kind of mortgage education at the company, where you're going to help start setting up loans, or the classification of loans, or the calling out for verbal verifications of employment. It could be anything out of those intricacies. But back to, we're going to train you, we're going to coach you, we're going to guide you, and then you start learning about the different aspects of the mortgage business. And there's so many amazing stories of career pathing where we have team members that start in operations, say in 9 months to a year, they could be joining the IT team. They could be learning and growing and become an account executive. There are so many things because it unlocks anything that is, there's no untouchable career path. So I think operations is something where it is that simplistic. If you interview this week, you literally could start on Monday because we have those every Monday new hire classes. And then you're on this trajectory of success and growth. So it is a very simple basis to be able to join, to learn, and to explore the different opportunities that we have.
That's very ironic that you just said that because right in our chat right now, we have a person that asked, how soon can I start working with your company? And so I just want to back that up just a bit because we're super excited over here about this. You're saying that every Monday you have a new hire class that starts every
Yes.
Monday.
Every Monday. Yeah, we have over 120 people starting next week. So yes, every Monday.
Every Monday, you have a new hire class. Individuals are going to start with United Wholesale Mortgage and they're going to begin their career path. And this is the operation. So, this is the entry level. This is the entry level, no requirement, no skills required, right?
That's right. And even when we do interview you, we just want your story. So don't be intimidated by job descriptions that say, I need this lengthy resume piece of paper because we're going to get your story. Or I always see that line of proficient in Microsoft Office. If you're not, don't hesitate as well because we can teach you that. We have that ability as well. So we're really taking down like all the barriers to entry, as I like to think of it, of amazing people, energetic and curious enough. I want you to be curious and please submit. Give us your name, your phone number, let us talk to you and understand what your goals are.
This is exciting. Now, I understand you have a minimum wage for this position as well, for your operations position. What is that?
Yes, depending on the position, it could start at $15 an hour. And then when I think of that too, there's always the complete package as well. Because I understand, because I study who we compete with in the Metro Detroit area, it is guaranteed 40-hour work week. It's guaranteed benefits. So there's so many things on top of just that entry pay. So when you apply and you talk to our recruiting and our talent team, talk and explore and ask those great questions about the big picture. What can I experience as a team member? What is the bonus structure like? What are the growth opportunities like? So don't just take it at that dollar value. Consider the big picture of what you're getting into and how real the trajectory of success can be.
This is an investment that you're making in individuals. You're not only giving them a 40-hour work week, but there are bonuses and incentives to being a part of the United Wholesale Mortgage family. Viewers, I want you to understand that it's not very often that we have a company that is right after the pandemic that is saying, come inside, we're going to train you. We give you 40-hour work week. We have incentives for you. We have bonuses for you. We're going to give you paid training. There are so many companies right now that are offering unpaid training. Why not apply for a position with United Wholesale Mortgage where you can find out what positions are available, you can thrive with the company, and you can join multiple departments if you qualify over a time period and learn new skills as you're continuing to grow. So, if you're a person that is interested, I heard that you also have several hiring events that are taking place at your headquarters. Can you tell our viewers about that?
We do. We make it so easy. Every Thursday between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., come to our headquarters in Pontiac. That's the simplest direction I could give because once you come in and you learn about us. So we have every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. where you can walk in and talk directly to our recruitment and our talent team. But don't think of that as, okay, formal interview and I'm nervous. There's no nerves. I want you to come and understand why I love this place so much and to be able to see it for yourself because it should be a right match for you as we talk to you about what we think that you can do for our company as well. But I'll tell you, in the life of just this week alone, I've experienced the on-site doctor's office. I participated in one of our athletic programs in our gym, which is free. You don't have to pay for a gym membership anymore. The free fruit you grab on your way to a meeting, the free pop machine. There's all these amazing things as part of our community outside of just the impact you have as a professional. So when you come into one of these walk-in interviews every Thursday, you get to see this come to life and the reality of it. You get to talk to the people and their career journey and hear about it. So I think it is something that kind of like pulls that curtain back and lets you see inside besides just a conventional interview. And it is just truly that easy. Step inside, From the time you walk in the door, we're going to take care of you. And I hope that you leave with a huge smile and want to be a part of our work family.
And that's next Thursday. That's every Thursday from 10 to 3 p.m. Job seekers, you come to the headquarters of United Wholesale Mortgage, located right in the heart of Pontiac. I have to tell you, I have actually been down South Boulevard myself, and it's a whole new world. It just, you have a beautiful campus there. It's extremely beautiful. It makes you want to work there. However, because I love the gym. You just sold me on a free gym membership.
Come on over.
I'll work anywhere for a free gym membership.
24/7 too.
A 24/7 gym membership.
Yeah, that's so
And there's
nice.
lots of incentives. As you continue to say, Laura, there are incentives for working with your company. I really encourage you, job seekers. I only have the best companies here on the Michigan Hired podcast because I care about the people that are watching the show. And I want to make sure that they're getting the best opportunities. And so if you're just coming on right now, we are joined by United Wholesale Mortgage. I have Laura Lawson. She is the Chief People Officer at United Wholesale Mortgage. And we're talking about the great job opportunities that are available. So before I let you go, I want to ask you some questions about how a person can stand out and really grab your attention. So, if they do submit a resume online or they do bring a resume with them, what are some keywords that you're looking for to make that person stand out?
Yes, and I know all the work that goes into a resume. People put their heart and soul and they polish and they tweak those words. Positivity, positive attitude. I think a lot of times when we think of our work skills and we're putting again back to the proficiency in Microsoft Excel and all those different things, think
Mhm.
of the core things that make you special. So from your curiosity, your amazing positivity, the unique work ethic, those are the things that if I see keywords that kind of align with that, I want to know that despite the past and the work that you may have done, that's the criteria that's going to push us forward into the future and what we really look for. And so besides looking at the journey of all the bullet points, and then again, simplistic bullet points I like to see, but we're going to talk to you mainly about that of like, what are your goals? What are you ambitious about? Like, what do you love to do? And categorically, sometimes it's hard to put it on a piece of paper, but it's a nice challenge to think. If I'm going to put what my expectations are for myself, what my core attributes are for myself, maybe that's my headline.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, job seekers, I want to tell you that I've said this many times, but I'll say it again today, okay? If you see a position on the United Wholesale Mortgage website and it is in your career field, I want you to add that to the top of your resume header. That means I want you to put experienced web developer or experienced underwriter or experienced operations representative. Or if you're entry level, put entry level. If you've just graduated from college, then put entry level web developer. Allow the hiring and recruiting team to take a break. Okay. Allow them to know exactly what your resume is about. And so, if your resume is 100% about your skills and your experience that you have that's related to that position, help them know that you are the perfect candidate for this position by simply adding a header to the top of your resume. Okay. That is what I always tell people. And it just allows someone to know, this person is not, maybe if you're a person that has restaurant experience and it says experience in restaurant management, at least they know for a fact that this person is not 100% related to the mortgage industry, but they have transferable skills. So
Yes.
always add a header to the title of your resume. Now, what do you say about, the bullet points and adding experience? What are some things that you want to say about that?
Yes, and I love that advice that you just gave because when you just take a couple steps to make things more personalized, like it does grab attention because it's not just casting out, like the resumes. It's like I really am interested. With the bullet points too, think customer and client service. So any kind of client service, customer service, and pretty much, and again, whether you're out of high school, if you've done a paper route, or if it's something that you've had a couple different employers, think about the times that you've served. Think about sometimes if it's conflict resolution. Like I love to see that passion because I think, again, that's transferable in any industry, but it's definitely one of the key attributes we look for here is if you're passionate about service, because again, we're going to invest in training and take your passion for service and kind of keep one-upping it as you have a career journey here. But I think I really love to see that. And that's a very strong bullet point.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things that we always tell job seekers is about typos. And we have some wonderful technology right now that does not allow us to have typos on our resume. So I encourage you, job seekers, to make sure that you have another set of eyes to review your resume before you submit your resume to United Wholesale Mortgage. And when I say another set of eyes, maybe have your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, maybe you have your pastor. Maybe you have a friend to review your resume and see if there's any typos or grammatical errors. And I see that often all the time on job seekers' resumes. Well, Laura, I want to thank you so much for coming on. But you have inspired me today. You've inspired me so much that I'm offering a bonus to our viewers. And that bonus is I'm going to take your operations manager position. I'm going to analyze that position, and I am going to do a show this Sunday coming up, and I'm going to discuss the transferable skills from various occupations that can connect to the operations position. So I want our viewers to tune in because I am going to put together a special segment just dedicated to the United Wholesale Mortgage operations position. And I am going to analyze a variety of skills, a variety of occupations, and I'm going to tell you how your transferable skills that you have can relate to that position. So you don't want to miss this Sunday's episode. This is just because I'm inspired by what you're doing for job seekers over at United Wholesale Mortgage. So thank you, Laura.
Thank you. You were so the job doctor. I love that title. And that is just brilliant. So thank you for investing in people. I think we're so aligned in the same spirit. So thank you.
Absolutely. I never really hear too many companies talk about transferable skills. And then I hear people ask me, how can I get a new job? I don't know how to apply these skills. And so now you have given me a reason to really show people how their skills can transfer. And when you used a person in restaurant as an example, or you use a person that's in security as an example, or landscaping or the paper route, it all goes over to customer service. And so I'm going to show you guys this Sunday how your skills can relate to the operations position so that on Thursday, you can feel confident enough to come into United Wholesale Mortgage for their open interview sessions that are every Thursday from 10 to 3. And you can feel like you have something to offer to the company because you now have received this confidence and you understand what your skills are that you have that can relate to the positions that are available at United Wholesale Mortgage. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Thank you. Okay, so everyone, we're super excited. We have lots of people that have questions in the chat. We're going to get to a lot of those questions today. I want to thank everyone for watching another great episode of the Michigan Hired podcast, and I want to thank the chief officer of people, Laura Lawson, for coming on from United Wholesale Mortgage. We have had a great time today. And one more time for the person that is excited about your job opportunities, what are some of the positions that you have available?
Yes, please go to UWMcareers.com and you can see it all laid out from operations to underwriting to IT, different positions to sales and more.
Absolutely. Well, we have your website at the bottom of the screen. It is UWMcareers.com. For the person that's getting a pen and paper, maybe you're driving, listening to the podcast, as many of our viewers do. And we want to thank that we have over 15,000 people that are on right this moment. So we want to thank those people that are on with us. But for that person that's driving down the road and they're listening to the podcast, it is UWMcareers.com. I am your host, CJ Easton, the Job Doctor, and we have been joined today by Laura Lawson. She is the Chief People Officer of United Wholesale Mortgage. This has been another great episode of the Michigan Hired Podcast. Everyone have a great day, and I will see you on Sunday for our special bonus show on transferable skills. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on, Laura.
Thank you.